Hi everyone, my name is Grace Martin, and today I'm going to be going over my technology integration project, which is learning ecosystems with iNaturalist. The problem I'm going to be addressing is that students in a 7th grade science class lack engagement and hands-on experience in learning about local ecosystems. My conceptual solution is the use of iNaturalist to identify and research local animals and insects. This will be done by students going on a nature walk with a trusted adult to find different animals or insects that are in our local ecosystem. The theoretical justification is going to be the constructivist learning theory, which is the theory that learners construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiences, then reflecting on those experiences. Constructivist learning theory has active and engaging learning, contextual learning, and collaborative learning. Students will build their knowledge and understanding through hands-on experience and reflection. The technological solution is going to be the iNaturalist app. So students will be using their mobile phone to download this app either on the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, or whichever one that their phone has. And the iNaturalist app has an image search feature that allows students to identify animals and insects in real time. It supports hands-on inquiry-based learning and encourages exploration and research. Once students have 3 animals that they want to research and that they have found on their nature walk, they will be using iNaturalist to identify those animals, and then will be conducting a research project and making a presentation. The implementation is going to be the audience of 7th grade science students. The timeline that this will take will be about 2 weeks. In week 1, the students will be doing nature walks and doing their observations. And week 2, then they will be doing research of the animals that they have found and presentations. The tools that they will be using are going to be iNaturalist app, Google Classroom, and Google Forms. And the activities that they will be doing during this time are going to be nature walks, research presentations, and peer evaluations. The steps to implement this, then it is a 5-step process. So in preparation, then it's going to be an introduction to local ecosystems in general. The lesson will be going over the different sciences behind it, so the students will be learning in the classroom. And once they have learned about ecosystems, then they will be introduced to the project and how to access the tools. Then the students will be required to take a nature walk, and that can be in their backyard, around their neighborhood, or maybe if there's like a hiking trail near them, then they can take that. During their nature walk, then they will be using the iNaturalist app to identify and document 3 animals or insects. Once they have the 3 animals or insects, then they will begin their research. They will be using the iNaturalist app and may also use other resources such as Google or scholarly articles. Once they have completed their research, then they will be building a presentation, and we encourage them to use Google Slides. And so they will be creating a presentation of their findings, including the animals that they've found, how they are a part of the ecosystem, and little fun facts about them. They will also be presenting this to the classroom, and their peers will be required to evaluate them using the Google Forms. The students will have to evaluate at least 10 other students in the classroom. The expected outcomes are going to be an improved engagement and interest in learning about the ecosystems, enhanced research and observation skills, and better understanding of local ecosystems and their relationships. By having students get out there and have hands-on learning, then they're going to be more excited to see what all is around them. The results from the evaluation are going to be collected through Google Forms, and as a teacher, then we would be reviewing the feedback through Google Forms to interpret understanding of the lesson. The Google Form evaluation is a peer evaluation where the students identify who the presenter is. They have to include how the presenter did with not only their presentation skills, but also their research skills. And they have to self-identify who they are. And so we're able to see how each student took in the data from their peers. The lessons learned are going to be the strengths from this project is going to be increased student motivation, effective use of technology, and practical learning experience. So we're hoping to get a positive outcome from this and get students motivated to learn about the world around them. The challenges that I can see are going to be potential technical issues and the amount of access students might have. Some students might not have direct access to a smartphone at the time of the project, so we would have to be able to work with them in maybe getting them an iPad to borrow from the school or have them work with a friend on this project. Another problem that we might run into is that parents might not be able to attend the nature walk with their child. The students are encouraged to go on a nature walk with someone that is older than them due to safety reasons. I think that one of the best ways to combat this problem from happening is letting them know that if they're not able to go on a nature walk, like outside of their house, then they can look in their backyard, or again, then they can team up with someone else to work on this project. If students decide that they are going to be pairing up with someone else, then they have to do their own project, but they can use the app with the student. So total between the two would be 6 animals identified, 3 and 3. In conclusion, students will have successfully integrated mobile learning in their project, and they were able to identify the ecosystems around them. Students were able to learn from their peers for a greater understanding of biodiversity that they may not have seen during their research. We are hoping that the students are able to learn from their peers and understand how the different animals, insects, are able to affect the local biodiversity. And those are my references, and that's all. Thank you.